Deep learning is the field of AI using which we can create an algorithm that can do human level intelligent tasks. To create such intelligence, we train some algorithm on data, and like that way we try to introduce intelligence inside algorithm. So there are two popular framework in deep learning using which we can build such algorithms, smart algorithms. So first one is Keras and second one is Pytorch. This both code are equivalent to each other. The first one is created using Keras, second one is created using Pytorch. So if we see that deep learning has different cycles, life cycles, like training model, creating model, and using that model for prediction or production. So these steps are not easy. They're difficult for beginners like us to implement from scratch. If we want to write code like this, in that case we need to have background understanding of Keras framework. And if we want to write code like this, then we need to have understanding of Pytorch framework. So it's not straightforward for beginners like us. So how we can simplify deep learning? So MineTorch provides easy to use interface. It provides blocks, different blocks for each of the deep learning lifecycle. Like for adding data set, it provides two blocks. Like using these two blocks, we can provide data set. Then we can build one model like this way using simple blocks, and after that we can train model using these simple blocks. And for prediction, these are the two steps. So for different applications we can create different such pipeline, and simultaneously we can create Python code for the same thing. This code is for Keras framework. If we check it, this is the sequential layer, after that dense layer, and dense layer, after that, and the end softmax function. So this is like in Keras framework. If we use analyze, this is the sequential function, and layers are added after that. So MineTorch simplifies deep learning. I have created one tutorial for creating code for Pytorch. Like in this tutorial, I will try to create this dense layer in this platform in the form of block. Okay, so that you can understand that how you can create such different architectures using MineTorch. Okay, I will try to explain steps so that developer can create code for Pytorch as well. Currently, this supports Keras, I think. So we will try to create this linear layer for Pytorch. Okay, so if we see here, this layer takes two input. One is input dimension, second one is output dimension. So our block should have two input. One is input dimension, another one is output dimension. So I have mentioned that in set block. So here, if you see that dense layer block takes two input, one is input dimension, another one is output dimension. First step is to clone this repository. We will do it. Git clone. It will take some time. Meanwhile, we can go through the flow. After that, we will try to create demo.js file inside this particular location, inside blocks folder, and after that blockly generator folder. So if we analyze this code which we are going to write in set blocks function, so it will try to create one block UI wise. So this block will have fully connected text, after that in text, and the next will be input from user, and after that it will have output, this out text, and after that user input. If we check here, this also have a similar structure, like first fully connect text, after that in, after that user input, after out, and user input. So we will try to do the same for Pytorch. Let's try to create copy this code and try to create one file, demo.js, inside newly cloned repository. So this is the our repository's clone. We'll create one file. Save as blocks demo.js. Second step is to add demo.js inside Python folder, and it should have this content. Let's create another file and we will try to save it inside locally generators Python folder, and we will name it as demo.js. Okay, so if we analyze this file will try to create this text. Okay, and.linear, and whatever the user input for num in, and what are the user input inside block for out. Okay, so this is the code for that. It will try to create generate Python code, like this block has this Python code. It will try to create Python code for our block. Okay, let's move into the next step. So we will try to build UI like this, that this website it is having some UI. So we will try to create one UI so that we can check our newly created component or block. Okay, so I have already written code for that. You can just copy paste and check this. And for that also we need to create one file, as I mentioned in the tutorial here. We need to create a demo.html file inside this particular location, demos code and demo.html. Inside this location we need to create this file, demo.html. Let's save it inside demos code, and it should have demo.html file. Okay, let's save it. And the next step, final step, will be to test our HTML code inside browser. Let's do it. This is our folder, and let's find where we get our demo file. Our demo file is inside code. This is the file we have created. So it is showing one component, fully connected component. Let's say it will take 3 as an input, and output dimension will be 20. Let's say Python code. So it's n.linear 3,20. So it's similar to this. Yeah, this is it. Like, we have created one block, and similarly we can create other blocks for Pytorch as well, like this. We can create another component like cross categories, for Pytorch as well, and we can create one neural network, entire neural network with deep learning pipeline for Pytorch framework as well. I hope you enjoy this tutorial. Thank you.